I didn't see you there. I was just examining this amazing T-Rex tooth. Look at it. Pretty big, don't you think? Grr. Anyway, on with the show. Welcome to Hands-On History. I'm Helena, and this is the show where we will be taking you back in time, bringing fun, facts, and flamboyance to history right in the palm of your hand. This week's show, we will be having heaps of history fun with dinosaurs. Now, dinosaurs are very important in history, as these fantastic creatures were around for roughly 181 million years. Long time, huh? Before we get carried away with ourselves, let's see what we will be getting our hands on in today's show.
We'll be travelling back in time to the heart of the Jurassic period, where we travel to a coastal island only to be seconds away from meeting the first ever dinosaur to roam the earth. We'll be getting hands-on with our very own dino eggs with this easy and fun method which you can get stuck into. Come join me as we visit dino expert David Gelsthorpe as he talks all things terrifying as we find out the inside scoop on the deadliest dinosaur. And finally, an experiment that will blow your mind. We will be learning all about volcanoes and what makes them tick with this easy extinction experiment that you can get your hands onto. For more details on Helena's hands-on history, make sure you visit our website and get hands-on for lots more Helena history fun.
Wow, what a show we've got in store for you. But first, before we get started, let me tell you some information about the Reptiles Era. Millions and millions of years ago, there were lots of stages where the dinosaurs evolved and lived. The dinosaurs lived mostly around these periods. We have the Jurassic period, which happened about 251 million years ago. This period was amazing as it was when the first ever animals evolved and lasted for 50 million years. How cool is that? Now, while the Triassic period was ending, the Jurassic period had just begun, and this means the start of the dinosaurs. Dun, dun, dun. But sadly, that came to an end
With the Cretaceous period, the stage where all the dinosaurs died from a mass asteroid and volcano eruption.
But hold your dinosaurs. We will return to that a little later in the show. I bet you're all wondering, dinosaurs had to start from somewhere, right? But where and when? Well, let's go back to the Jurassic period to find out. We are about to travel 165 million years back in time. No time to waste. Whoa, what a ride. Look at this place. I think we've been dropped on this fantastic coastal island. I wonder what there could be. It's quiet. Too quiet. I think I spoke too soon. What was that? Where is it coming from? Oh my. Look at that. We are just hands away from the fantastic Megalosaurus, a theropod dinosaur. That means they have hollow bones and three-toed limbs. But that's not all. There are some amazing facts about the Megalosaurus that we need to get our hands on. Let's go on an adventure.
The Megalosaurus lived 169 to 181 million years ago, in the beginning of the Jurassic period. A man named William Buckland discovered this dinosaur in 1824, finding their fossils and bones in England. William Buckland was the man who named this fantastic dinosaur. I bet you're wondering what Megalosaurus means. Well, the name given to this dinosaur means great lizard, as dinosaurs are distantly related to the reptile group Lepidosauromorphs, which are the lizard family. William Buckland only found a handful of bones, such as the leg, shoulder, hip and jaw, and not the whole skeleton. However, William managed to discover from the very few bones he collected that the Megalosaurus was a bipedal dinosaur. This means that it walked on 2 legs. Although over the years, not many Megalosaurus fossils have been discovered, we do know that the dinosaur was huge. It grew up to 30 feet long, 10 feet tall, and weighed about a ton. That's about the same size and weight as a school bus. Amazing! They had a thick, short neck and a large head, which was filled with long, curved teeth with jagged edges like a saw, ideal for cutting through meat, as these dinosaurs were meat eaters, also known as carnivores. They had 3 claws on each hand, which they used to grasp food, and a thick, long tail. It was a fearsome predator, which could take down even some of the largest dinosaurs, such as the Diplodocus and many more. Many paleontologists believed that the Megalosaurus was a clumsy walker. However, they were probably fast dinosaurs if they needed to be.
Wow, what fascinating creatures! It's coming straight for us! Quick, hide! Gee, that was close. We better get out of here before he comes back looking for dinner. Whoa, I really need to perfect my landing. On the other hand, how fascinating was that? I certainly learned a lot about the Megalosaurus, and I hope you did too. And if you want to find out more information on the evolution of dinosaurs, make sure you check out all the interactive videos we have on their CBeebies website. Is that what I think it is? Look at all these dinosaur eggs. Eggs come in all shapes and sizes, just like this one. They tend to be oval or circle in shape and can be up to 30 centimeters long. That's about the same size as a rugby ball. Because these are fossilized eggs and have been around for millions of years, they've become hard as rock. And they're rather difficult to crack open. I think it's time to get hands-on and make our very own dino eggs. Let's get started. Here we have all these ingredients to make a batch of our very own dino eggs, just like these ones here. It's very quick and easy to do. All you'll need is 1 cup of flour, 1 cup of coffee grounds, 1 cup sand, half a cup of salt, and 1/3 cup of water. You'll also need a baking tray, a wooden spoon, and a big bowl to mix it all in. Don't forget to preheat your oven on a high temperature. Now, before we get started, make sure you have a responsible adult with you to help you along the way. Let's get hands on. First step is to grab your mixing bowl and add the flour, the coffee, the sand, and the salt. When all your ingredients are in, grab your wooden spoon and give it a good old mix. Then it's time to add the water. When the mixture is nice and sticky, get your hands in and you can start forming your egg shapes. Nice and round. For an extra little treat, you can add your own little dinosaur inside. It gets very messy. And there we have our first egg. Let's make some more. Egg number 2. egg. There we go. Once you've got your batch, all you need to do now is bake. On a high heat, pop your tray in the oven and keep them cooking for 50 minutes until they're rock solid. Like these ones over here. When you know they're done, just give them a little tap and make sure they sound like hard rocks. Why not have some extra fun with these dino eggs? You can use them in your very own egg hunt and chip away at them to discover your dinosaur inside. There you have it, your very own quick and easy dino eggs. For more dino fun, pop into our website and visit our make and bake section where you can find loads more fun arts and crafts to get hands-on with at home. I better wash my hands. All clean. I bet you've been wondering how and where I got my hands on that giant dinosaur tooth at the beginning of the show. Well, I'll let you into a little secret. I got up close to the world's deadliest dino, and now you're about to meet him too. Let's take a look. I'm here today at the Manchester Museum, home to some fantastic historical artifacts and one particularly big dinosaur. How exciting! So, let's not waste any more time. Let's get hands-on. Follow me. Manchester's very own dinosaur exhibit with the curator himself, David. How are you today, David?
I'm very good. How are you?
I'm very good, thank you. David here is a paleontologist, and for anyone who doesn't know, a paleontologist is someone who studies fossils. And it's people like David we get to thank for all the wonderful information we have about dinosaurs today. So, David, shall we? So, David, what can you tell me about this amazing dinosaur?
Well, it's absolutely fantastic, isn't it? It's a really accurate copy of a Tyrannosaurus rex. And it was originally found in Montana in North America. And we call him a stat, which is a really nice name. And it's a life-size copy. So this is just what it would have been like when it was alive, about 7 or 8 meters long. And we can see all sorts of amazing bones, such as tail bones, really incredible kind of powerful legs, the ribs, the tiny arms, and then the really impressive head where you can see all the fabulous teeth and really get a sense of how scary it was when it was alive.
What were their teeth like?
A really good question, yeah, because loads of teeth, more than we've got in our heads, so around about 50 or 60 teeth. Some of them were really big, some of them were much smaller, but the big ones were about 30 centimetres long, and they were kind of crushing teeth, and they had quite a sort of sharp edge to them as well to cut through the flesh of the animals that they were eating.
Now, I know sadly that dinosaurs are extinct, but when did the T-Rex go extinct?
Really good question, yeah, right at the end of the time of the dinosaurs. So dinosaurs actually lived for many millions of years. Lots of dinosaurs became extinct before the T-Rex, but the T-Rex was around right at the end of the time of the dinosaurs, so around about 66 million years ago. So when we think there was a massive meteorite, fell out of the sky, and there was a really big explosion, killed loads of dinosaurs and lots of other animals as well.
And finally, what does Tyrannosaurus Rex actually mean?
Yeah, it's quite an amazing name, isn't it? So it actually means tyrant lizard king.
That's a pretty cool name if you ask me.
It is.
Well, this has been absolutely brilliant, David. Thank you so much for telling me all this about the wonderful T-Rex.
Thank you.
Well, that's that, kids. We've managed to get up close and personal with the king of dinosaurs, and we managed to finish it in one piece. Back to studio. Phew, that That was a close one, but so worth it. I can't believe we got to meet Stan. And if you want to check out my cool dino selfie, visit our Instagram or Twitter page. And be sure to send us in some of your cool selfies with your favourite dinos too. Do you guys at home remember when David, Manchester's paleontologist, briefly mentioned the extinction of dinosaurs? Well, we're going to learn all about that. The extinction of dinosaurs happened 65 million years ago, and for those who don't know, extinction basically means when all the dinosaurs died. This is a very important part of history, as the extinction of dinosaurs is also the beginning of the creation of the world we live in today. To learn more about the dinosaur extinction, we're going to discover all about meteorites and volcanoes in today's hands-on experiment. There are many different theories behind how the dinosaurs died. It was said to be either pieces of rock or metal falling at a speed from the space. This is called meteorites. It was also thought that diseases spread throughout the dinosaurs. However, most recently, scientists have discovered the main source of their extinction was volcanoes. That's why today we're going to get hands-on with a volcano eruption experiment. So, let's get started.
For this experiment, all you will need is a pre-made paper mache volcano, just like this one. Head down to our website and click on our Make and Bake section where you can learn how to make one. To start the experiment, all you need is
a cup of vinegar, red food colouring mixed with some warm water, and 2 tablespoons of bicarbonate of soda. Now remember, make sure you have a grown-up with you whilst you're getting hands-on with this experiment. You know when you play a little prank on a friend or family member and you shake their can of fizzy pop and then it explodes everywhere? Pretty funny, isn't it? That reaction inside the can is similar to how volcanoes erupt. Let's take a look. Volcanoes erupt when gas bubbles inside hot rocks get big, which then causes pressure to build up inside the volcano. This pressure pushes on the weaker parts of the Earth's surface, causing it to explode with hot lava and exit the volcano. Here's how. Step 1. All you need to do is grab your bicarbonate of soda and pour it down the volcano chute. Next, you're going to grab your food colouring mixed with water and pour it in like so. Now here comes the fun part. Take your vinegar. This is where the magic happens, so make sure you're ready. In it goes. Woo! Now when volcanoes erupt, the lava you can see coming out of here, they give off toxic gases into the air, which is believed by scientists to what made the dinosaurs extinct. Unlike this volcano, which is only a baby one, the big volcanoes gave off loads of smoke, just like when you light a fire. This smoke and ash was so big it covered up the sun, which changed the climate of the Earth, which caused no plants to grow, meaning dinosaurs lost their source of food. Pretty interesting, don't you think? Get trying at home. Now it's that time in the show, every episode, we ask you to send in your videos from home asking me all your questions about the weekly topic. Let's jump in my time-traveling Jeep and go on a quest to answer some of your hands-up history questions. We have some very exciting questions today, asking all about our dino friends. First up, we've travelled all the way to London, where we have 6-year-old Ellie. Hi Ellie, what's your hands-up question today?
Hi Helena, I've got a question for you. My favourite dinosaur is a Stegosaurus. What do they eat?
What a fantastic question, and the Stegosaurus is my favourite dinosaur too. The Stegosaurus was a plant eater, which we call a herbivore. They didn't have many teeth, which meant that they didn't chew their food properly. Therefore, it is believed to have eaten plants such as ferns, mosses, horsetails and fruits. No grass though, because there was no grass when the Stegosaurus was around. And now we've travelled up to Manchester, where we have 7-year-old Sunny. What's your question?
Hi, my name's Sunny and I've got a question for you. The question is, what is the biggest dinosaur and how big is its poo?
Another great question. To answer your question, the biggest dinosaur to ever exist was the Patagotitan, which belongs to a group of dinosaurs known as the Titanosaurs, which are dinosaurs with long necks. The Patagotitan weighed around 76 tons, which is roughly 12 elephants, and they averaged at being 37 meters tall. That's 4 double-decker buses high. Wow! But don't worry, these dinosaurs aren't all that scary. They're herbivores too, so they only ate plants. Which brings me on to the question of poo. Dinosaur poo is also known as a coprolite, which is a fossilized poop. The largest coprolite ever found was 17 inches long and almost 7 inches wide. Coprolites are amazing when finding out information about dinosaurs. As paleontologists were about to find out their feeding habits, that's how we know whether some dinosaurs are meat eaters or plant eaters. How cool is that? Well, there you have it. Hope we answered your question. And a big thank you to both our dino friends for sending me their great questions. I sure do love answering them. For a chance to feature on our next show, make sure you send in your hands up videos to our email and have your questions answered by me. Unfortunately, that's all we have time for today, but make sure you're watching next week as we will be getting hands-on in the ancient Egyptian era, where I'll get into a little bit of mummy trouble. I best be on my way if I want to get there on time. Goodbye, everybody!